Science fiction has always been a game of two halves at the movies. On the one hand, there's undemanding space opera, offspring of first Flash Gordon and Buck Rogers and then latterly Star Wars and Guardians of the Galaxy. They happily take off at warp speed to infinity and beyond. On the other hand, there's the serious stuff.
You're all too young to remember the border, aren't you?
You were alive before the border?
How old are you? I'm 153.
What was it like?
You don't want to know.
You really do not want to know.
The assessment is very much from the serious what-if side of sci-fi, set in the not-too-distant future where a fatal dystopian outcome was prevented by extreme measures. We meet a couple, Mia and Aryan, who've decided they'd like to apply for the right to have a child.
I don't think I'm going to get much sleep tonight.
Me either.
What if we're not good enough?
If we're not, who is?
Having a child is no easy matter. You need permission at the very top level. But Mia and Aryan, played by Elizabeth Olsen and Himesh Patel, are both respected scientists. She's a botanist, reviving plant life after decades of global warming. He's a genetic engineer, manufacturing virtual pets. They've been chosen for assessment.
I'm Virginia, your assessor. Over the next 7 days, you'll undergo close observation and formal testing to ascertain suitability for parenting.
Their assessor is Virginia, a disconcerting performance by Alicia Vikander. Virginia will stay with them for a week, first asking probing questions and then taking the assessment to an even less comfortable level.
I want to get to know the real you.
Is that a good idea?
Yes.
I was joking.
The assessment is not an easy watch. Despite the attractive stars, it's chilly, confronting and yet all too believable, which presumably is why it failed to get a theatre release here and was sent to the hinterland of the Prime Video streamer.
Assessment is a rigorous process. It'll do. With a high threshold for success.
Oh, Virginia.
Oh my God. I need to assess all aspects of your relationship.
Day 2 is when Virginia adopts the role of the potential child of Mia and Aryan. From the start, she's a spoilt brat, trashing the place if you take your eye off her, pitting one parent against the other. Mia's attempts to set boundaries are frustrated by being all too aware she's not the one with power in this relationship.
It's really young. Whoa! You shouted at me. I did not. Virginia!
How do you deal with Virginia as a child when you're also terrified of putting a foot wrong with Virginia, the all-powerful assessor? And we're told in little doses what can happen if you put your foot wrong in this society.
How's assessment going so far?
It's a nightmare.
Jesus! Welcome! This is our assessor.
Is there alcohol in this?
Yes, a bit. Is that all right?
I'm going to need something stronger.
Life is only safe within the border. On the other side is the old world where exiles struggle to survive. When they have guests over, one of them, the bitter Evie, played by Minnie Driver, reminds Mia and Aryan what this world replaced.
We should be reducing the population, not increasing it. We tore each other apart over scraps. Because there wasn't room for everyone. You think we somehow conquered nature. You were wrong.
That's why having a child is so prescribed, she says. Should anyone even try in this day and age? It slowly becomes clear to Mia and Aryan that passing the assessment is far harder than they thought. The figurative nightmare becomes increasingly literal. Who and what is Virginia? Is this just an assessment or something more sinister?
You cannot behave like this if you want a child.
I want a real child, not this.
I'm bored. You want to play a game?
The purpose of serious sci-fi like The Assessment is to warn and to worry rather than merely entertain. It's the inevitable outcome of the world we live in. No life outside a laboratory. Even the house is made of stone, tiles and plastic rather than wood. but there's still a choice. State-run perfection this side of the border, chaos on the other.
You're having a nightmare. Oh, help me, I'm scared. This is crazy.
Mommy! Daddy! Stop!
End of test.
The assessment delivers a chilly outcome, not just for Mia and Arian, but also for Virginia. You won't come out singing, but it undeniably packs its own wallop. It's currently showing on Prime Video.